Hello, everyone. Welcome to Knowing Your Country Autocomplete interview. My name is Heyby Ramirez, and I belong to the group of Historian of the United States.
Hey, it's me, Ana Madrid. Today we're going to answer the web's most searched question about the period of independence of the United States and Honduras. Let's start. Okay, let's see the first question. Were the citizens of Honduras slaves of Spain? Well, slavery was something common in the colonization period. Natives and people brought from Africa worked and were property of Europeans and their descendants. Fortunately, slavery was abolished in 1824.
Okay, and the USA, the African were subject to being harbored and treated as object to buy. The next, why did Honduras fight against Spain?
Honduras fought against the Spains for their freedom. And what about US?
The U.S., the British Army today, home and property, didn't have self-determination due to high taxes with representation.
Okay, the next question. What were the causes of the Honduran Revolution that led to independence? The causes of Honduran Revolution that led to independence were the contempt of the peninsular Spaniards towards the Creoles, political inequalities, the neglect of the colonial governments in the social, economic, and cultural. They did not care about the inhabitants, the unpopularity of the authorities. The Spanish kingdom didn't employ non-Creoles to serve in the government of the colonies. They preferred to send officials from Spain who were unaware of the needs of the colonies and the ideas that emerged in Europe, which proclaimed freedom, equality, fraternity as fundamental principles.
The American Revolution was principally caused by colonial opposition to British attempt to impose greater control over the colonies and to make them repay the crown for its defense of them during the French and Indian. The next question, who came up with the document explain why USA, Honduras, shall be independent?
Okay, in Honduras, people such as Gabino Gainza, José Cecilio del Valle, Pedro Molina were important of this event. They discussed the possibility of proclaiming the independence of Central America and was José Cecilio del Valle who wrote the Act of Independence.
The USA is, beside Thomas Jefferson, there were three men, Robert Livingston, Roger Sherman, Benjamin Franklin, and John Adams.
The next question, there was any war in US or Honduras before signing the Act of Independence? In Honduras, there were some movements, but they failed. Nevertheless, these movements propelled the independence.
The USA War of Independence began on April 19, 1775, and lasted until September 3, 1783. During the winter of 1775 to 1776, members of the Continental Colonies Congress relayed the option for reconciliation with the British, where machine and the independence was the only course of action. The next question, when and where was signed the Declaration of Independence of USA, Honduras?
Okay, the Declaration of Independence of Honduras was signed on September 15, 1821, in the Palace of Captains General of Guatemala.
The United States Declaration of Independence is the pronouncement adopted by the Second Continental Congress meeting in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on July 14, 1776.
The
The
next
next
one,
question,
who signed the Declaration of Independence of Honduras? The Declaration of Independence was signed by Gabino Gainza, Mariano de Beltranena, José Mariano Calderón, José Matías Delgado, Manuel Antonio Molina, Mariano de Larrave, Antonio de Rivera, José Antonio de Larrave, Isodoro de Valle, Mariano de Aycinena.
the Declaration Act was signed by 56 people, including Thomas Jefferson and John Hancock. The next question, mention a part of the Declaration of Independence, USA of Honduras.
Let's start with me. All gathered in the same
Yes,
hall read the officer's press. After carefully discussing and meditating on the matter, hearing the clamor of long life independence that was constantly repeated by people who were gathered in streets, squares, and halls.
and the USA, we hold these truths to be self-evident that all mere creator equal, that they are endowed by their creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. The next
Um,
question, who was the first president of the USA, Honduras, after signing the independent document?
After signing the independence document, José Dionisio de Herrera was the first head of state of Honduras from 1824 to 1827.
In the USA, George Washington served as the first president of the United States from 1789 to 1787.
And the last one, who wrote the Constitution of Honduras? Dionisio de Herrera and his nephew Francisco Morazán wrote and signed the first constitution. Its promulgation was made on December 11, 1825, and it was in force until the separation of Honduras from the Central America Federation.
The USA's constitution brought together in unremarkable document ideas from many people and several existing documents. Some famous framers of the Constitution were Benjamin Franklin and George Washington.
And that's all. Thanks for watching us.